Hello, hello, friends. Happy Tidbit Tuesday. It's been a hot minute since we've done a new Tidbit Tuesday. So, per your request, y'all wanted to see how to do paper casting. Paper casting is so much fun. And you know what the main ingredient is? Well, hold on one second. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to pull myself up and get this going. So say hello as you're hopping on. I'm Sherry with Hearts and Halos. We normally hop on here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon Eastern time. On Tuesdays, we do something called Tidbit Tuesday, which is like a tutorial Tuesday, technique. We try new things. And so that's what today is going to be. I was supposed to be on at noon. I apologize. I had to go help a friend. And you know, that's always important. If somebody says, can you do me a favor? Then the answer is yes. Always. Hey, Marcy, happy Tuesday to you too. Hey, Donna, Claudetta, Lori, so happy to see you guys. Okay, let me find myself. So anyway, I had to help a friend out this morning, so we're a little bit later than usual, but it's okay. Tuesdays when we do let me just find that. When we do Tidbit Tuesdays, are not always at noon, because Tuesday is kind of like an errand day for me, since I don't have my regular live. Anyway, so that's why I'm a little bit late, but you know what? Better late than never. Hey, Peggy. You're looking forward to this? I'm so glad. Hey, Donna. I know. Happy Tuesday. So, lots of things going on here, y'all. Lots of things going on. Oh, doors open. It's only 44 degrees, but you know, it's okay. Mama needs more coffee. This is my Pray mug from one of our heat transfers. And speaking of heat transfers, let me just get some business out of the way first. Hey, Lori. Hey, Jean. Anyway, since this is my business, this is what I do for a living. But speaking of heat transfers, okay, so this is the tea towel we made yesterday, which I am in love with. I think it's absolutely adorbs. And the mug. So how cute a gift would that be, you guys? Mug and transfer. Okay, Perks Palooza. It's week 4, final week of Perks Palooza, you guys. What is Perks Palooza, you say? It's a special. Every March, we have Perks Palooza, and every week there's a different special. Today's the big finale, and it's a good one. Okay. All heat transfers, all of them, all of these amazing heat transfers. Buy one, get one free. All of them. Make sure you put 2 in your cart first, though, because you put 2 in, and then they take 1 out at checkout. The lowest price is always free. They're pretty much all the same price unless you buy like one of the big ones. Like the Prey is a big one. The Bee is a big one. I think they're the same price. You just only get 1 with the big ones instead of 2. But anyway, I want to let you know that. Buy one, get one free on all the heat transfers and free shipping. No minimum. Free shipping on all orders for Perks members. And it gets better. If you're not a Perks member and you want 30% off everything all the time and specials and promos all the time, it's $1 to join for this week in Perks Palooza. $1, it's normally $20, and you get 30% off everything all the time. It's only $1 to join this week. So the word for today is goodies. Goodies. You know, I always say we have new goodies. I can't say the word new because that's just too common a word. But anyway, the word is goodies. And you guys, guess what released today? Friends and Seinfeld. Remember I told you we have a new relationship with Warner Brothers? It's a very small release, but we have Friends heat transfers and, oh, is it Friends heat transfer or stencils? Anyway, we have Friends and Seinfeld. I think there's a Seinfeld heat transfer, but the rest of them are regular stencils. They're not on sale because we're not allowed to put those kind of things on sale. Anyway, can you believe it? Friends. And there's a picture of a couch. And there's one that says, I speak fluent friends. I mean, we're Friends fanatics in this house. Anyway, I'm so excited. So let's get on to this, you guys. So, paper casting. What is paper casting, you ask? It is a delightful, fun process that allows you, this is my can that I love so much with my plethora of paintbrushes. It allows you to make beautiful designs using toilet paper. I know, isn't it exciting? I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Leave it to me to choke on air. This is a really little release, but there's more to come. Toilet paper, y'all. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. Oh, did I bring any paper towels over? I have to have paper towels too. I only need a couple. All right, yes, I'm okay. I've got some paper towels because you do need, for one layer, you need a paper towel. You don't have to, but I do because it makes it so much more durable. And then you need something to put it in. Hey, Linda. I know, yay. I'm so excited. That sounded like a friend's thing, didn't it? Yay. It sounded like Phoebe. All right, so this is a stamp. Now this one I got from a delightful lady, mom and daughter team online, but it's no longer available. But you can get these stamps. Amazon carries them. You can go to you could just Google craft stamps. Anyway, isn't that gorgeous? This is the one I used for my Beauteous can. So this with some TP to this. So we're gonna do this one today. I have another can. This is just a Campbell's Chunky Chicken Soup can. And I painted it just with some Waverly paint. So this one's a little bit thinner, but I use these for makeup brushes and they're so pretty. Anyway, so we're gonna use this stamp, and this one comes with all kinds of things. I'll try to find some stamps to get you guys some links. So another thing that I have, let me just show you because this is so cool. So I have, this mold is from Redesign, RE-Design, and it's got all of these, they're called silicone craft molds. Something I will tell you, I have not had success using food molds. You know, candy molds, they're too deep. And if they're too deep, it doesn't work. So you want craft molds. So these are roses. This one is really cute. It's butterflies and then postal stamp thingies. I got these from Amazon, but a really long time ago. I'll see if they're still available. This is another Redesign. These are really, really nice quality, but they're not outrageously expensive. And this one I like because it's got scrolly things. Let me just show you. Here's one that I did. And it's kind of crazy how it works. So this is one of the ones that I made out of toilet paper, but listen, that's the Mod Podge mixture and the paper towel that makes it so sturdy. So it's just, it looks like that. And then you can paint it and make it fun and pretty. Here's one of the ones with I have a whole bunch, I've done these. Look, this is one of the roses. This one, I did not use the Mod Podge paper towel part. So you can see it's a little bit less, it's more pliable. So you can do it lots of different ways. Okay, now, ready for this one? You guys. Isn't that beautiful? So this is one of the expensive, what are they called? IOD, Iron Orchid Designs. They make seriously high-end molds, but they're pricey. So like this one I think was like $10. An IOD mold is like $30, but they're beautiful. Anyway, I made it into a stuffy. So that's fabric on the back, and this is toilet paper. Here's another one. This is another IOD, and I haven't colored this one in yet though. Look at the detail on that beautiful Christmas tree. Okay, so that's what you can do, you guys. So let's get to it. We're gonna do the stamp first, and then I think we'll do a couple roses. I've got so many that I have made over the years. So we're gonna do this one, and it's easy peasy. It could not be easier. So you take your stamp, you get it out there, and then you need toilet papier. This is 2-ply. I am a toilet paper snob. We only use Charmin in this house. I've tried buying bargain toilet paper, and my family is not happy. So Charmin it is. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put down, yes, Donna said you gave me a sunflower. Yeah, I did make that sunflower, and that was paper casted, and that was an IOD mold. I wonder where I put that one. That one's really, really pretty. They're gorgeous, but they're pricey, but you know, you can use them over and over and over again. You can also use them for clay. So you can use like a air dry clay or whatever if you want to do that, but the paper casting is less expensive, it's easier, and it's more pliable. All right, this is a mixture of 50-50 water and just plain old Mod Podge. 50-50, water and Mod Podge. Oh, I just cleaned this yesterday. I was worried because I hadn't used it in so long if it was going to be like it had gone bad or something. Hello, friends. Okay, so 50-50 mixture of Mod Podge and water. And you only use the Mod Podge mixture. Mod Podge. I said Mod Podge, y'all. Mod Podge, that's right. Oh, it's when people say Mod Podge. Anyway, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm in a silly mood today. You only use that once. So we're going to do, here's the recipe. Well, this is mine anyway. 3 layers of toilet paper, and you have to have a spritzer because you have to spritz your toilet paper. And I'm going to have to get an extra little piece for right there. So I do 3 layers. You don't have to be exact, you guys, because it all melds together. So 3 layers of TP and water, and then 1 layer of the Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. I didn't get enough sleep last night. That's what you wanted to know about the 1-ply. You're a toilet paper snob too? Oh, yeah, no, you can't do. I did that too when my husband was like, what is this? Anyway, he likes to save money, but not on toilet paper. But anyway, you can use 1-ply. But if you use 1-ply, you probably should do an extra layer or 2 because it's just so thin. 2-ply. And then you're going to take your spritzer, and the other thing you're going to need, so these are the tools that you need. Toilet paper, a mold of some sort, a mixture of 50-50 water to Mod Podge, a spritzer with water, because it can be any kind of water, and then a brush to pounce with. Now, I don't know where I got this. So many people ask me all the time. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby in the paintbrush section. It's not an expensive one. The thing I like about it is it's firm and soft at the same time. I know that sounds weird. What you don't want to use is a brush that is so firm. You know, some of those brushes like you get at Dollar Tree are like almost coarse, like horsehair. You don't want that because it's going to break through your toilet paper. So you want something that's semi-firm that you can pounce with, spounce with, whatever you want to call it. All right, so what you do is you take your first layer. This is layer 1. Doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. I probably should just hold that on there. Hold on. It's trying to escape. And don't worry, it's fine that it's overlapped. It's no big deal. It's a very, very forgiving process. So you're getting your water in there, and then I'm gonna kind of straighten it out, and it doesn't matter. Then you spounce. Let me move this. You're going to press your brush into your design. And the first couple of layers is where you really get the detail. I'll hold this up for you to show you how it works. Hey, Pat. So this is all you do. This is the entire process. It's getting your toilet paper wet. And if it's not, like right there, I don't have enough, so I'm just gonna give it some more. You don't have to worry, there's no overwatering. It's extremely forgiving, but you really want, especially with your first couple of layers, you really want to get in there. You want to get the detail. And if you have a design like this that's got, you got kind of high sides, the stamp is flatter. When you're working with a mold, you even want to get into the sides. Okay? So don't be shy. Just press it all in there, and you can see your design coming to life through your toilet paper. That sounds so strange, doesn't it? But you guys, it's really a cool process. And if it has some wrinkles in it, it's okay. It's not supposed to look perfect. It's I don't know. I learned it on the internet. I know, shocking. I heard people talking about it and I had no idea what it was. So I went to YouTube, as we all do, to learn. And I just put in paper casting, and there were so many different techniques. Some people only use 2 layers. Some people use like 6 layers. There's a million. If you want to go look up some other tutorials and see how other people do it, that's what I did. Anyway, there's so many different ways to do this, but the end result is stunning, as you can see from my favorite can. And people are always like, well, what do you do with it? You use it for embellishments. Like I've used those butterflies and the roses and the scrolly things on so many different things. You know, a lot of people do a lot of work with clay, and that's how they embellish their designs. I prefer the TP. Hello, Barb. Happy Tuesday to you too. So anyway, let me hold this up for you guys. So this is layer 1, and it's actually really fun, you guys. It is fun. Can you see that detail? I'm sorry, guys. I think I have allergies. Pardon. I'm gonna close the door, you guys. It's freezing. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. I don't know if we're gonna need that. I need a cough drop. Gracious sakes. All right, so that's layer 1. Let's move to layer 2. You guys, if you have any questions, just hop on. You guys are being kind of quiet. So any questions, just ask away. So layer 2, and we need our little tidbits. Oh no, thank you, Peggy. No, I feel fine. I just have a dry throat. And then we'll do our other little bits and pieces that weren't covered. So anyway, you guys, I'm super excited. We have so many fun specials today. Well, this week. Final week of Perkspalooza, y'all. And free shipping, you guys. Free shipping. Oh, it's just water, Pam. So this is called Papercasting. Oh yeah, you could really dress up a Dollar Tree frame with these. Yes, you can dress up anything with these, you guys. I'm serious. The sky is the limit. I've got so many different ones that I've done. Anyway, little bits and pieces. Oh, and also, I have done them with a decorative napkin. See, this is the butterfly from one of the molds. But look how pretty that is. And it's pliable, so you can just you can use hot glue or Mod Podge to pop it in there. Oh, you're so welcome. Anyway, the sky is the limit. So I've done decorative napkins. Here's one that I did with a decorative napkin for a little bookmark. It's super fun. If you order the sub transfer and order something else too, free shipping on all orders for Perks members. Yes, free shipping on everything. So yeah, you can combine. It's craziness, y'all. They very rarely do free shipping because they still have to pay the shipping. So, from a business perspective, I mean, I was in my prior life, in my corporate job, I had full P&L responsibility. So I understand from a business perspective, they're losing money. But sometimes you do that. And that's what they're doing. Isn't it so cool? I know. It's just, it's distilled water because it's in my spritzer, but you don't need distilled water for this. I just happen to have it in my spritzer, so that's what I'm using. And I prefer doing a fine mist spritzer as opposed to a spray bottle because the spray bottles can just fling things everywhere. Oops, you guys, I used the wrong side. It's okay. I'm human. Anyway, here we go. But do you see it? Look at it, just it takes shape and you're like, this is so cool. Now there's a couple of different theories. Any water. Yep, any water. When you do the napkin, do you keep the plies? Nope, single ply. Oh no, you know what, Mary Beth? I take that back. I think when I did the decorative napkin, I did you know what, I can't remember. In all honesty, that was years ago. I think you could you'd want the pretty side down. That's for sure. So if you're doing the decorative napkin, put it pretty side down for your first layer because that's what's going to show up. I'll have to redo that. I'll have to revisit that because in all honesty, I cannot remember. I also used what do you call it? Tissue paper. You know, like gift wrapping tissue paper. That turned out really pretty. Where's that one? Here, this little feller. See, I save all of these little things. But I did, this was just a piece of silver, what do you call it? Tissue paper. And it's so pretty, but look at the detail, you guys. That's just tissue paper from the Dollar Tree. It's crazy how fun it is. Don't lose money with you because you tend to buy more since shipping is free. Girl math. Oh, Marcy, you are so funny. You are absolutely correct. I'm the same way. I will spend an extra $10 to get to that limit to get free shipping and find something I don't even need. I'm terrible, terrible. But, you know, free shipping doesn't come every day. It is something to be celebrated. I don't remember, Mary Beth. I'm going to have to revisit that. I apologize. Okay, layer 2 is done. And then we're going to layer 3, and then we're going to do our Mod Podge layer. So anyway, the word today is goodies. Goodies, which will take you to the What's New section that has the new Friends. If you're just hopping on, we just released today a very small release, Friends, as in, you know what, Friends, the show, and Seinfeld. And it'll also take you to the heat transfers. We have a separate section for heat transfers, but you should be able to find it right in there. So goodies is the word. And then there's also a link to Perks. If you want to join Perks and you're not already a Perks member, you can join this week for $1. $1. $1, and then you get 30% off everything. It's a great deal, you guys. There's no commitment. You can quit anytime. I'm not being salesy. I'm just letting you know it's a fantastic deal. And as you see, Perks members get lots and lots of specials. All right, I think I'll just do this one in a section. All right, so I'm doing my little top pieces. And then I'm going to do this section over here because I'm spraying the whole thing and then it's drying. Free shipping when you stock up on frames. Yeah. Yeah, whenever we have free shipping, I always get some surfaces. Because and also pastes and inks can get kind of heavy too, because shipping is typically done by weight. And if you've been to the post office lately, let me just say, whoo, Nelly, it's expensive. Is the gray mold deeper? You know what, Sharon? I do the same amount with all. You're right, the gray molds are deeper, but they turn out fine. I do my same recipe, whatever you want to call it. I do my same recipe every time I've done this. It's what works. I found what works for me. I've tried it with fewer layers, and it's just, I don't know. It's just not as, I don't know if stable is the word. It just works for me. So 3, well, it's actually more than 3, because you do 3, then the Mod Podge, and then 1 more. Yeah, it's for designers too. Okay, so that's layer 3. All right, so there's a lot of controversy. Oh, controversy over paper casting, let's be real. As to whether or not you let it dry before you remove it from your mold. Today, we're gonna take it out wet and adhere it to our can to see. I usually let it dry in my mold. So now I need my paper towel. I thought I brought a bunch of paper towels out here specifically for this. Gracious sakes, I'm not gonna have enough. I have to go get a paper towel, y'all. Sorry. I think I have them sitting on the counter. I'm also a paper towel snob. Only Bounty. Yeah. I hear you, Wendy, but I don't, I hear you. All right, so now we're gonna do our paper towel, and I just need a small section for over there. So this is, I don't know how many ply this is. I don't know. This is Bounty paper towel. You can use whatever you have. It really doesn't matter. All right, so now we have our Mod Podge. This is 50-50. Some people use straight Mod Podge. Some people don't use it at all. I have experimented, and when you don't do the Mod Podge water mixture like I do 50-50, it's just less sturdy. That's the word. Not stable, sturdy. It's more sturdy. So if you don't have it, it'll still work. Hey, Connie. It'll still work just fine if you don't have it. So with this, I just literally dab it on. You don't want to make it so that it's like ridiculously saturated, but you want to cover the whole thing. And you can just paint it on. It doesn't have to be perfect. And that's why I like doing the paper towel as opposed to the napkin, because it's not gonna rip. Charmin and Bounty, that's all that's allowed in my house too. I have tried, you know, I am a bargain shopper. I've told you all that. I am a bargain shopper through and through, but there are some things that you can't skimp on. And as far as I'm concerned, it's toilet paper and paper towels. Oh, sorry, Donna. All right, let's get the whole thing painted. Whoops, spilled. It's okay. I've got plenty of toilet paper around to wipe it up. Yeah, those were really good. I liked that. The free surfaces from last week's Perks Palooza. I love that frame. It's one of my faves. All right, so we've got our paper towel and Mod Podge layer. And then this, I only do this last layer only because it saves my paintbrush from getting Mod Podge all over it. So I'm gonna put another layer. So I lied, it's not 3 layers, it's 4. Because I do the last one on the other one. Just ordered more today. I think everybody is saying Charmin and Bounty. Although, you know what, there's this one paper towel that I can find at my grocery store, but they don't always have it. And it's, oh, that's good enough. I forget what it's called, but I swear, and it's not expensive. It's less than Bounty, and it feels like cloth. What's it called? I can't remember, but the last couple times I've been there, it hasn't been there. All right, so I put, the final layer is toilet paper. Donna says if she's ever in the hospital again, she's bringing her own toilet paper. I hear ya. Oh my goodness. All right, so this last layer, I do this to save my brush from getting covered in Mod Podge. So this is, and when you're doing your final layers, you're not gonna see the detail as much, especially after you do the paper towel one. Don't worry about it because the detail is in the beginning. This is just the finishing touch, the piece de resistance. And you just bounce it in there, bounce, bounce, bounce. Don't worry if it's got wrinkles. It's okay, it's not supposed to be perfect. That's part of the beauty of it, you guys. And besides, your first layers are so detailed. Lori says her wallet is happy. This is the last week of Perks Palooza. I know. But they've been such fun deals. I'm just so excited about the Friends. I never really was I watched Seinfeld, but I wasn't like a ginormous Seinfeld fan. There were some things that I thought were really funny, but Friends, oh my daughter and I love Friends. All we have to do is say the word pivot, and we both bust into just pure laughter. And my son never watched Friends and thinks that we're weird. We made him watch that episode. My husband also doesn't really watch Friends, but he puts up with me. On the flight home from our cruise, I was watching Friends, on my phone because it's a free Wi-Fi with Southwest. And I was literally laughing out loud, and he had to keep nudging me to tell me to be quiet because I was laughing so hard. Do you love Friends? Oh, Connie, I hope you feel better. I just saw Lori saying that she hopes you feel better. Oh, miserable cold. Okay, Lori. Connie, I have 3 sheets of TP, 1 sheet of paper towel, and then 1 sheet of TP over the paper towel. What was I saying? Oh, my magic elixir. My magic elixir will make you feel better. Say elixir or just say magic. That's easier to spell. Say magic in the comments, but it's basically warmish hot water, fresh lemon juice, tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, honey, a little bit of turmeric, and if you have fresh ginger, otherwise ground ginger, and then mix that all up and drink it, and I'm telling you, it works. I know everybody loves Friends, don't they? You didn't get into Seinfeld or the... Oh, see, I love Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter because my kids love Harry Potter. Okay, so now, this is what we're going to do. All right, I think we'll cover our can. See, I'm nervous to take this out. Hiya, Colleen. How are you? We are paper casting, my friend. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so pretty. I normally let it dry. I'm doing this for you guys. Can you believe that detail? All right, let's put some full quart Mod Podge on here. We could also do some hot glue. Flu bomb. All right, high test Mod Podge. And it's not going to cover the entire can, but it's fine. And this can is thinner than my original can that I did with my for my paintbrushes, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. But I'm slathering this in Mod Podge because I'm going to hopefully, I usually let it dry in my frame or in my mold. Like I said, for live purposes, we're going to go ahead. See, you know why I like to let it dry in the mold? Because then it's easier to cut. It's okay. I want you to be able to see it though. I know. Lori says this is just amazing. Okay? Do you see that detail? All right, we need to cut the bottom off of this. Now, when you let it dry, it is so, let me get my bigger scissors. It is so easy to cut because it gives you like an edge. And so hopefully this is going to work because it's very wet and soggy. But when it dries, you have this little ledge that makes it like so easy to cut. But once it's dried, then you can paint it. I also do like rub and buff or gilding wax. All right. So get that out of the way. And then I'm gonna leave the top part alone because I don't wanna risk messing it up. But I needed to get that bottom part done so that we can apply this. All right, so I want the center to be in the center, not where the little, and I'm literally just going to lay this on here. It's easier when it's dry, I will tell you that. Okay, so we've got that part, and then we're gonna go to here, and then we're gonna cut where it overlaps. So the back of the can won't be as pretty, but it's okay. We won't tell it. We won't make it feel bad. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of Mod Podge to my section right here that it's gonna overlap. So we're not gonna be able to see the finished product of this today because it has to dry before we can paint it, obviously. So we'll decorate it together at a later date. But make sure that's down nice and well, nice and tight-ish. Okay, so the front is right here. That's gonna be the front of our can. Look at how beautiful that is, you guys. That's toilet paper. Hey, Joanne, isn't that crazy? All right, so we're gonna set this to the side and let it dry. And we're gonna do, I can save that. You guys know me. I can save anything. But look we can save this for something. We'll let that dry by itself. But look, you could add that to something. Put ribbon over the seam. That's a good idea. Yep, so we're gonna save that. You sit right over there, mister. All right, we'll do a couple of roses and then that'll be it. But, so how are you guys feeling? Make some for your craft room. Yeah, for the brushes, that's what I did with this one. So this is the same stamp that we just used. And then this was another little mold I had that's a heart with a little key thingy in it that I just added to the front as well. But this is what it ends up like. Can you use rubber stamps in reverse? I think you could, Peggy. I have not tried, but I don't see why not, because these are just stamps. I mean, the ones we just did, it's just a stamp. So I don't see why you couldn't. Do I want to stick my bottom edge down on the can? It's down. I think it's down. It's done. Thanks, Karen. Tie diet. You. All right, let's do, I'm covered in dog hair. You know, from my dog that's not supposed to shed. Anyway, we're gonna do this one. This is a redesign, RE-design mold. And I got this from Amazon. I will look and see in my orders if it's still available. But Redesign is a big brand. But you can just go on Amazon and in the search bar, put silicone craft molds. You want to put craft molds in there. Otherwise, you're going to, and even if you put craft molds in there, you're going to get a ton of candy molds. And I've had a few candy molds that will work, but most of them, they're too deep. And so it doesn't work. No, it's sticking. It's a sticking. But thank you for having my back. I appreciate you as always. All right, so we're gonna do, see, this one's pretty because it also has some really fun leaves, which those leaves come in handy for little embellishments. All right, so let's do, this is gonna be easy because we're just gonna do this one rose right here, and we'll do that flower. And this has got little tiny rosettes, which are so cute. Let's do a rosette. Let's do a rosette. I like rosettes. All right. Let's just do, we're gonna do this rosette and that leaf. So I don't need that much. We're gonna cut it in half. And if for some reason you get a tear, just have extra pieces and you can put it right there. Oh, that's true. Lori says Temu has a ton of craft molds also at great prices. I have gotten a few from Temu, and I haven't ordered from them in like a gajillion years, but I have gotten a few really cute molds from Temu. So you can find them everywhere. Michael's has them, Hobby Lobby has them, but they pretty much really tend to only have the candy molds. All right, so I'm gonna do this leaf and this rosette. So the smaller ones obviously go much quicker. So this is our second layer. So again, it's 3 toilet paper, 1 paper towel with Mod Podge, 50-50 Mod Podge water mixture, and then a final layer of toilet paper. All right, so we're gonna do tomorrow, I think we're gonna do some, since the heat transfers are buy one, get one free, we'll do some more heat transfers tomorrow. So y'all need to tell me which ones you wanna see. This is the first time you've seen this, so what was that you put on there? Oh, this is just water. Okay, so for the spritzing, I'm using just water in my Fine Mist Spritzer. And then toilet paper. So 3 layers of just water and toilet paper, and you bounce it in there, pounce it, whatever. Push it in with your brush, and you wanna really get, see, like this one's deeper. A mold is gonna be deeper than a stamp. So you want to get into those sides as well because you want all that glorious detail. And then here's a little tip. I do the top part too, around the edge. because that makes it so easy to cut out. So go extra. Don't just go in your design. Do the border around it, the border of your mold around it, because then when it dries, it gives you a guiding light, not light. It gives you an edge, a guiding edge to make your life easier. Oh, the heat transfers are beautiful. I am officially obsessed with them. Love them so much. I'm having so much fun playing with them. Okay, that one's not quite fit. So you just, if it doesn't fit all the way, just grab another piece. It's okay if it overlays. It's fine. It's extremely forgiving, you guys. This is so fun. I'm glad you guys asked me to do this because I haven't done this in a long time and I forgot how much I love it. And the flowers are perfect for right now, for spring embellishments. These roses, they're so gorgeous. I've even added these to like tote bags for fun. Tote bags that you're not gonna wash. All right, so was that 2 or 3? Oh my goodness, you guys. Was that 2 or 3 layers? I think it was 2. Or was it 3? Well, I don't know. I can't remember. I should count. I do this all the time. But I'm so excited that I have my new heat press for heat transfers. It's big. Your mom used to watch the Guiding Light show. Oh, really? Your brain doesn't save this process for some reason. What does the Mod Podge go on? The Mod Podge go on after the 3 layers. Okay, so this is the 3rd layer. Do you need me to send you a note? Put it in your notes on your phone. That's what I've been doing lately to remember things. I put things, like if I see something, I go to my notes section on my phone and I just throw it in there. And it has come in so handy. That's called my getting old brain now needs my notes. It's like my mom used to keep a notebook and she would just write things like that in there all the time. And she'd get her little notebook out and I was like, I used to kind of laugh, but then now that I'm old, I realize why she had to do that. You're glad someone asked to see this. It's amazing. Oh, I'm so happy. It is so amazing and it is so much fun to learn. It's totally fun and you can use it in so many different ways. All right, this is a paper towel. So we've got 3 layers of toilet paper spritzed with water and then spounced into the mold. Now we're gonna do the paper towel layer, that I don't need this much. The paper towel layer goes on. Then we get our mixture. 50-50 Mod Podge to water. I have had this jar of this stuff for years and it's still totally fine. And then you just paint that on. You just paint the Mod Podge water mixture. You probably could use school glue for this with water if you don't have Mod Podge. So you paint on your Mod Podge layer. You don't want to saturate it, but you want to make sure it's covered because it gives you stability. And then you could just do this and spounce it on that. I like to do another layer of toilet paper so that my brush doesn't get covered in Mod Podge. So again, it's just personal preference. And then save all these little bits and pieces because you can use, Donna's gonna laugh and tease me. I always say, save this, you'll never know when you're gonna need it. And it's true. The saturated ones I do not save. It's my ice machine if you're new around here. It likes to make its presence known. Same process after the paper towel and Mod Podge mixture goes on. 1 more roll or piece of toilet paper and make sure you get into the sides. And then on around, when I'm saying around, what I'm saying is like around the mold, like this area right around it, get that too, because then it gives you a really good guide. You love this? I do too. It's so much fun and it's so easy and it's quite economical. It's cheaper than clay. And you know, with clay, I'm not bashing clay. I know a lot of people love to embellish with it, but it's so rigid and it can crack, whereas this stuff is pliable. Okay, so that is the finished product. Let me go ahead and put I don't have a bowl out here. Put that over there. Got my TP. I'm gonna put my lid back on my Mod Podge. Oh, that lid needs to be cleaned. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Again, I normally leave it in here to dry. You watch the guiding light, but oh, search for tomorrow. I watched General Hospital. That was my soap. Well, my favorite soap was All My Children. And then they canceled that. But General Hospital is still on, you guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. Look. I'm going to get up close and personal so y'all can see this. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Wendy says I'm a great teacher. So you see the detail on, look at that. Look at that beautiful bud. Is that crazy or what? Isn't it amazing? I just love it. So many ways you can use it. Let me see. I'll pull out some more bits and pieces so you can see. I have so many different ones. So I've also used, oh, let me get one out that's nice and dry. So here's a rosette. This is one of the rosettes like I just did. You're a General Hospital and All My Children too. Oh, thanks, Linda. You definitely need to try it. It's so much fun. But look how pretty that is. I just put some pink, I think it's peony paste, and then I used a little bit of, I don't know if it's Nominee or, I still watch it every once in a while too, Lori. I used to DVR it, and after a while I stopped because I'm like, oh, all right, enough. You know what's funny is you cannot watch it for like 5 years and then go back on and watch it. And so this is, look at this one. See, so you see how it has that little ledge? So let me show you how easy it is to cut. Ooh, Knots Landing. Pam asked, how long does it take to dry? It depends on how wet it is. So it depends on how much you have spritzed and or used Mod Podge. I have seen people put them in the oven at a very low temperature. I don't do that. It takes a couple of hours. I bet if you put them outside, they dry really quickly. All right, you guys. So these are, okay, so this is what it looks like. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to cut them out. It cuts like butter, and then that little edge just makes it so incredibly easy to just get right around your design. It's like magic, I'm telling you. And then when you color them, they come to life. So this one's tough because it's got these little skinny pieces. So just go ahead and cut it out, and then you can always make it more fine-tuned. But I just want to show you how easy it is to cut and how fun it looks once it's cut out. It's a very fun, relaxing process, you guys. I hope you give it a try. I have a tutorial, but it's ancient. Maybe I should make a new one. You tell your mom the same thing, but she watches every single day. Oh, Dynasty, yep. Oh, thank you, Pam. I appreciate that. I love making tutorials, you guys. I really do. Do you guys want me to make a new paper casting tutorial, camera down, hands only? I have one, but it's from a long time ago, but I think it probably is still pertinent. Anyway, it cuts like butter. Just like that. I'm gonna let this one dry before I cut it. It's not easy to cut when it's wet. Just let it dry. It will make your life so much easier. But you can even get, I'm telling you, even with the butterflies, little itty bitty antennas, that works out too. Oh, I love Murder, She Wrote. That's my mother-in-law's favorite. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, thank you, Linda. I'm so glad. Okay, Peggy asked for a new tutorial. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. So anyway, I'm telling y'all, oh, here's a butterfly I did with a decorative napkin. And this is a cute little, look how cute that is. This mold has like little, what are these called? Key thingies. Oh yeah, Facebook does delete lives. All right, okay, so this little cute little butterfly, I made little bookmarks out of these, you guys. And they're so pretty and fun. But look at that little lock and key. That's a show. Did you all watch, was it Lock and Key? It was a Netflix series. Oh, look, look. Look, how cute. It's my paw print mold. Okay. Hey, Kim. Yes, keyhole. Isn't this cute, you guys? Oh my gosh, look at this cute little, you could totally make something for your vet or your groomer with these. I can't remember where I got the keyholes. Yes, Lori, they make fantastic embellishments, and there are so many different molds out there. I may have gotten the keyholes from Temu. I did order a couple of molds from them. A couple of them were awful, and a couple of them were nice, which is what you get. Peggy says she wrote enough notes to be able to do it without a tutorial. Good for you, girl. Anyway, so that's it, you guys. That is it. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And look how pretty they turn out. I have used these as, Cagney and Lacey. That was a good one too. Forgot about that one. Anyway, so before I hop off, do you guys have any questions about anything that I've just done? I will make a tutorial, an updated one. So did you like the stamp? Ow. Oh, sorry. My neck just froze. Oh. So do you like the stamp or the mold or both? Yes, I've painted them with chalk paste. This is Peony and Nominee. So you can paint them with, I paint them with chalk paste, watered down. And then obviously, like this one is shimmer gold. This one I did in shimmer gold chalk paste and Nominee. And then I threw on some rub and buff, I think. Oh, you're so welcome. No, the site that has the more expensive molds, it's not a site in particular. A lot of people sell it, like people rep for it. It's called IOD, all capital letters, and it stands for Iron Orchid Designs. And you can find, a lot of people rep it, like a lot of influencers will sell it. So if you just, Facebook, Amazon does not sell IOD. But if you just do a search for IOD craft molds, you'll get a bunch of different people that sell them, and they're beautiful. They are. Yeah, they're both useful. They are. So yeah, so this is an IOD mold, and it had a bunch of other pumpkins. There's a sunflower one that's absolutely gorgeous. The ones that I have here are like for the roses and the butterflies. These are redesign. And you can find these on Amazon. Okay? So redesign are these, and they're very high quality, but they're much less expensive. But I splurge on IODs, on the IOD molds every now and then. I have a sunflower one, the pumpkin, and it has several pumpkin ones, which I've used these and embellished really nicely on wreaths and door hangers. Oh, thanks, Mary Beth. You're welcome. Thank you for the stars, Lynn. And then I also splurged on the Christmas tree one. And there's another tree as well because it's gorgeous. So you can use candy molds, but if they're not too deep. If they're too deep, it doesn't work. They just don't hold up. Oh, I know the sunflower one is gorgeous. Gorgeous. So anyway, all right. That's all I got for today. Yep, you can use the 2-part resin in these molds as well. Absolutely, Peggy. You certainly can. All right, so anything else? So let me just recap. Lots of specials going on right now. Started today, Perks Palooza, week 4. It's Perks and Designers. Oh, a Santa one, yeah. Free shipping on all orders, you guys. Free shipping on all orders. Only today and tomorrow, though. Okay, so the free shipping is only today and tomorrow, the 24th and the 25th. I forgot to mention that, sorry. Free shipping today and tomorrow. Join Perks for $1 is for the week, and the buy one, get one free on all of the glorious heat transfers is this whole week. Now remember, put 2 in your cart and 1 will be zeroed out at checkout. So that's how it works. Oh, you're so welcome. I know the tree's beautiful. All right, you guys, if you have any questions about anything, just drop them in the comments or you can message me. I will be making a tutorial for y'all, and I'll have the camera down, hands only, so it's up close and personal, so it's easy to see. And I guess that's it. So you guys have an amazing rest of your day. What's today, Tuesday? I'll be back tomorrow for new friends. I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 noon Eastern time. So I'll be back tomorrow at noon. Hope to see you then. Donna says, every day I watch you, I spend money. Randy will call. Her husband's going to call me. Sorry. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day. Toodles. I haven't said that in a while. Toodles. That's fun. Bye, guys.